Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be looking at kits one more time, and I swear, when I say it this time, I bloody mean it. It's the last time we'll be looking at kits on the channel this season. Now, you know me, I do love my football kits, and I feel like this one has been asked for quite a bit in the comments section, so we're going to run through it. We're going to rank all the English Premier League kits from 20 to number 1 and determine what is the best kit in the English Premier League this season. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I don't expect a lot of my own followers to watch this. It's not football or Celtic related or Scottish football related, but it's a good laugh in it. Let's get right in there without wasting any time. There's 20 teams to talk about here. Right, start off at number 20. It's going to be Fulham because they haven't revealed a new shirt yet. So right now I'm having to work off what they've had last season. There's not even been a leak for the new Fulham kit. I have no idea what it'll potentially be. It should be Adidas making it again. They are with me, Celtic, with a Daft Bet sponsor, so my heart already goes out to you Fulham fans, but number 20, there's not much I can say. Hurry up and reveal a kit, please. Number 19, for the worst kit in the Premier League then, it is going to newly promoted West Bromwich Albion. What in the name of Christ is that? It's horrible. Why could they not just stick to the normal stripes? That's simple enough. I don't know what they've attempted here. The sponsor's horrible as well. Puma kits, as I'm wearing right now, Puma know how to make a good kit. This one, not so good. I don't know what they've been thinking. It's number 19 for me. There's just too much going on. It looks like a barcode, you know. I work in Tesco. I could literally see myself picking that up, putting it through the scanner, and it'll come off at a £10 kit because that's how much it looks like it's worth. Rounding off the relegation zone at number 18, it's someone who I think could end up in the relegation zone this season. We're going for Brighton and Hove Albion. A lot of people actually like this kit. For me, it's just, I don't know if it's just because it's that different. I'm used to Brighton having the fixed stripes and not the pinstripes. You know me, I love a collar. A collar turns me on. This, not so much. It's just too different from what they usually have. And I like it when teams go for something a little bit different, but I think this is the wrong approach. A lot of people do like it, as I've said. For me, it's just not the one. The sponsor at least fits in the kit. A lot of English teams don't have sponsors that fit the kit. I'm just not a fan of it. Sorry, Brighton. 17, we're going for Stuart Armstrong's team. It's Southampton. I mean, they had a fantastic second half to the season just there, but this is not a good start to the season with the kit review. Why have you got a massive sash across the kit? We don't like sashes on this channel, and for me, this is just, nah, I don't know. Just, once again, stick to the stripes, man. That's 3 teams in a row. All you have to do is put bloody stripes on the kit, and you've changed it up too much. Not a fan. I'm ashamed for Stuart Armstrong that he has to cut a bit wearing a sash on him, but do you know what? It might grow on me. It does have potential to be one of those ones when I see it in action, it might become nice, but on first impressions, it's not good for me. Burnley, what have you done, Umbro? It looks as though you couldn't be asked finishing the kit. It's just a really lazy attempt, I think. I usually am a big fan of Umbro kits. They're actually my favourite kit makers, but for me, they've just kind of threw this together in 5 seconds, hope for the best, and then it's got one of those massive gambling sponsors and Asian writing that just don't fit football kits. I am not a massive fan of this. Burnley have let me down big time. I mean, they are quite a tin pot club. I'm just fishing. I'm only fishing. Just ignore me. But nah, number 16 I feel like is a decent place to put these. I mean, maybe if you finished it off and done something else to it, it could be higher, but for me, nah, it's really low down. 15, Chelsea. Now, they always say keep it simple, you know, simple does it. And I do like simple football kits, and for me, this is just, I think they've took it to the next level. It's better than that Chelsea kit they had a couple of years ago where it was literally just a plain blue t-shirt. This one, though, they've not done much else. Nike have been quite lazy with this. The free sponsor is far too big for the shirt. That is going to be memed so much this season. I can't be bothered already. Like, it's already been memed about 5 times in the space of 3 weeks, and it's going to happen again. If Chelsea finish 3rd, expect the timeline to be full of it, but I don't know. It's just, you know, it's not that interesting. You know, that looks like something you could walk into TK Maxx and find on a shelf. It's just no for me. 14, controversially, I'm going to put Manchester City. I think a lot of people actually really like this kit, and I'll give them it. Their away top, their 3rd top, incredibly nice. I'm big fans of those. The home top, not so much. I mean, I swear I have seen that design in the swimming pool in Ayia Napa. I swear to God I've seen it. Maybe even Magaluf if we stretch out a little bit. It's just, I don't know. It's just, a lot of people really like this. It's really highly rated on Twitter. I'm just not a big fan of it. I prefer it when Man City go for the kind of classic look, the clean light blue shirt. And I'm not just saying all this because I favour towards Manchester United. It's just generally not a nice football top. I couldn't imagine being happy as a Man City fan if that was revealed. I mean, slap Raheem Sterling and a set of inflatable arm things, and then, you know what, it might stay up a lot more this season, but nah, it's just, it's very seasidey, innit? Not even seasidey, holiday pooly. Is that a word? 13, I believe this is, and I'm going for Crystal Palace. And when I first seen this the other day, when it was released, I thought to myself, what in the name of the Lord have they done there? It just looked horrendous. But the more I look at it, the more it grows on me. They've got that horrible sponsor that Aston Villa had last season, but Puma, you've not done a bad job. They've changed it up a wee bit, but they've also kept the stripes on it, technically. It's not complete stripes. I don't know, it's a wee bit, I don't know, I just can't put into words what this is like. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think this is where the kits start to take a turn in the league. I think I'm going to get judged heavily for putting this so high above certain other kits, but you know what? Benteke will tear it up in that. Will he? Probably not, he never usually does. Sheffield United, I like it. I do, I think it's quite nice. The only thing that annoys me is the fact that they end the stripes so early. I would prefer it if they went right up to the Adidas lines on the shoulder, but you know what, they've not done too bad. I'm also a fan of when there's like gradients through a kit, hence why the 2016-17 Celtic top is like one of my favourite home tops of all time. But this is, you know, it's clean, it looks professional. Sheffield United were hoping for another successful season. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is seeing Oliver McBurney in this. I hate Oliver McBurney. Number 11, Manchester United, an incredibly disappointing kit this year from Adidas. A year in which Adidas has now become the go-to brand in the Ryan 118 household, with Celtic of course signing them. I'm joking, I'm not an exclusive man. It's not what I expected. Last year's Man United top was incredibly nice. It's one of my favourite Man United tops ever, in fact, and I was very happy to buy that. This year I don't think I'm buying the home top because it's just, I don't know, it's very resemblant to the away shirt from the Louis van Gaal, not Mourinho's first season, except that was blue. It's the same design, just different colour, and I'm not a massive fan of it. The sooner United get rid of Chevrolet, the better the kits will look, but disappointing this year, Adidas. You've really let me down, but all in all, it's still a decent kit. Into the top halves, and top half, we've got Wolves kicking us off at number 10. A really nice kit, once again, just a shame a sponsor ruins it. These massive gambling sponsors really do know how to ruin a football kit, and it just, you know, it's a shame. But this has a kind of retro feel to it, I like it. The only thing that annoys me is probably the sleeves. I think if they just kept it all the one colour and maybe had black cuffs, it would just come across as a much nicer, cleaner kit, but can't fault them here, Adidas. They've done a decent enough job. I'm a fan of the design going through the actual kit itself, the main body of it. It's you know, an average to good kit. It's a shame they won't be doing anything in the Europa League. Should be putting this bottom because it's Brendan Rodgers' mob, but we've got Leicester City coming in at number 9. This had the potential to be the nicest kit in the league if it wasn't for the stupid two-tone blue between the shoulders and the main shirt. Why is there a big line here? Why is it like a granny started knitting it and then just forgot to do the rest and they had to catch? That ruins it, it really does. Apart from that, I'm a big fan of the blue, white and gold, really nice. Brendan Rodgers, shame he's the manager. It probably would have went higher if it wasn't for that, but he was the Judas, not me. Yes, I'm still salty. Number 8, and it's the Everton kit for last. It's literally the Rangers kit for last season, isn't it? The Hummel Rangers blue top with a different sponsor and a different badge. It literally looks the exact same. Hummel do have a very basic design template to use with every team, but I can't fault them because they've made a really nice Everton kit here. There's nothing wrong with it. It makes number 8 for me. It's a shame it is resembling to the Rangers top, but I won't be too salty about it. Apart from that, it's a much bigger improvement on the Umbro kit they had last year. It's a shame they've lost Umbro altogether because I think they've made some cracking Everton kits over the last few years. Last year's was a disaster, and I'm sure Tom Davies will look as trendy as ever in this. Europa League spots then, and I've gone for Leeds to kick us off, the return to the Premier League finally for the club down south. And you know what, the picture to work off isn't exactly the greatest, but from what I can see between the leaked photo and the concept photo, it looks as though it's going to be a nice kit. I'm not sure what the sponsor's going to be yet, that could completely ruin it, but Adidas now making the Leeds kits, and this looks like a solid first one for them to have in the Premier League. Nothing wrong with it, they've kept it classic. Leeds, of course, one of the biggest teams in English football history. Let's keep it classy for them returning, and I'm a big fan of their home top. Really nice, white and blue. Exactly what you expect from Leeds. Adidas haven't messed it up. If I ever told Newcastle United fans they were going to be 6th in any list, I'm sure they'd bite the hand off. Of course, waiting for their takeover to perhaps maybe somehow in a miraculous situation go through. Their kit is now out, a last minute mock-up from Puma after a year extension was signed, and for a last minute kit, it's actually turned out pretty nice. I mean, you know, black and white stripes, kept it the way it should be. Hopefully they still have the red printing on the back. I always feel like that completes a Newcastle shirt. It reminds me of Shearer running about with hand in the air, but nah, this is nice. You should get the brown ale back. I say it every year, just get brown ale on the middle of that shirt. It's not a big ask. Probably is a big ask considering they can't pay as much as these Asian betting companies. Number 5, I've gone with Aston Villa, and no, not just because it's John McGinn's team, because it's a really nice kit. And it's John McGinn's team, but this is nice. John McGinn will look really good in this next year. That's all I have to say. Number 4, I'm going for the newly crowned champions of England, the Liverpool kit. I really like it. I think a lot of people are disappointed because the New Balance kits that they've had over the last 3 years have been absolute stunners. This one, a bit of a change, but I'm a big fan of the teal and white. I just think it's really nice, and it reminds me a lot of a classic Liverpool kit from, I think it's like the 80s or 90s, just really nice. And I think teal belongs in a Liverpool top, obviously part of the badge, the colour. It's just really nice, big fan of it. Number 4 for me. Hopefully they don't win the league again, can't be bothered with that. Top 3 then, it's very London dominated, but at number 3 I am going with Tottenham Hotspur. And this kit has divided a lot of opinion. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it. I think it's absolutely stunning. Massive fan of it. Jose Mourinho, back in business this season. Just watch him. Guarantee he'll do something. Probably win the League Cup, but still, really nice football top. Another one that sponsor actually fits the kit, and I'm a big fan of this kind of camouflage going through it. I'm a big fan of the yellow mixed in with the kit as well. I think they've just done a really good job here, Nike, and it's once again carrying on with the kind of retro feel they've had to their kits for the last season or two. And aye, well done. I hate Spurs, but that's nice. Number 2, I'm going for West Ham United. It's just missed out on top spot, but I mean, it's stunning. And here's another reason why Umbro are my favourite kit makers in the business. This is just, you know, flawless. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. Sponsor's perfect, the colour scheme is perfect, everything about it is just an absolutely beautiful kit. I'm sure this is like their 125th or something anniversary, maybe another anniversary of some form, but really nice. And it reminds me a lot of the kit from the last season at Upton Park, which was a really good kit as well. So that's why it's number 2 for me. Well done, West Ham. Which finally brings me on to number 1. It's Kieran Tierney and Arsenal. What a beautiful kit. I mean, this is just 2 years in a row Arsenal have had the best kit in the league now. I'm sure I put them at number 1 last year, and no wonder. Have you seen this? The drip. Unbelievable. That's all I have to say. That does it then. If you've enjoyed, make sure to hit like and subscribe. A bit different from the normal content. Back to Scottish football. Back to Celtic tomorrow, of course. The circumstances we find ourselves in, we should have been playing tonight, but sadly, we're not. Anyway, like, subscribe, see you all next time.